OG Bloodline resurrected. Roman Reigns returns to SmackDown with monstrous new allies, WWE stunned. The arena lights dimmed as an eerie silence swept across the crowd. Smoke rolled across the entrance ramp, and all eyes turned to the stage. Then, the haunting first notes of Roman Reigns' theme echoed through the stadium. But this time, something was different. This was not the same tribal chief who had disappeared months ago, seemingly leaving his legacy in the hands of his cousin, Solo Sikoa. This was a reborn conqueror, accompanied by a force no one expected. As the music swelled, Roman Reigns emerged from the fog, flanked by two men cloaked in black and red bloodline gear that shimmered under the arena lights. Their presence was immediately intimidating. Broad-shouldered, stone-faced, and moving with the purpose of warriors on a mission, the two men marched alongside Roman, drawing gasps from the WWE universe. Zilla and Jacob Fatu, the most feared brothers in the independent wrestling scene, had arrived. And they weren't here to align. They were here to dominate. The trio walked to the ring in perfect sync, each footstep like a drumbeat signaling a war. Roman stopped at the base of the ring steps, looked around at the stunned audience, and cracked a cold smirk. He turned to the hard cam, lifted the mic, and let his voice growl through the speakers. "Welcome to the real Bloodline." A split second later, chaos erupted. Solo Sikoa, standing inside the ring with his restructured version of the Bloodline, barely had time to react. Zilla Fatu launched forward with shocking speed, delivering a missile dropkick that sent Solo flying through the ropes and crashing through the barricade. The impact echoed like thunder, sending a shockwave through the crowd. Before anyone could register what had just happened, Jacob Fatu had pounced. With ruthless precision, he cornered Tomatona, Solo's right-hand enforcer, and began dismantling him with brutal, calculated offense. Headbutts, running lariats, a Samoan drop that shook the ring. Jacob was a storm of destruction. The audience was on its feet, roars mixing with stunned silence. Signs waved wildly, phones recorded in awe, and the commentary team scrambled to make sense of the unannounced ambush. Then Roman stepped between the ropes, stood tall over the fallen remains of Solo's faction, and once again brought the mic to his lips. "This isn't a takeover," he said with ice in his voice. "This is an execution." The screen faded to black moments later, but the image was burned into every fan's memory. Roman Reigns, standing at the center of the ring, arms crossed over his chest, with Jacob and Zilla flanking him like sentinels of destruction. Behind them, Solo Sikoa lay unconscious amid twisted steel, while Tomatona was motionless in the corner. And then the chant began. "Acknowledge me! Acknowledge me!" It started small, but within seconds, the entire crowd was chanting in unison. Not because they were told to, but because the king had returned, and he had brought with him a new reign of terror.